My name is Lisa and I just got this new camera, so I'm excited to be able to make videos that I can put on YouTube. One of the things I love looking at is videos that people make of their thrift store finds. So today I wanted to talk about some of my favorite things that I've found at thrift stores. I love thrift store shopping. I'm especially fond of accessories like shoes, bags, and scarves. And one reason I love thrift store shopping is because you never know what you're going to find there, and sometimes you'll be walking along looking at a row of clothing or looking in bag bins, and all of a sudden, whoa, you find something really incredible, like a treasure. It's like treasure hunting. So I really love shopping in thrift stores. I also can't afford to buy a lot of clothes new, and I certainly couldn't afford to buy the kind of bags that I wanted to show you today. I wanted to tell you that I'm not an expert. I'm not a person who authenticates anything. I'm just a regular person, but I like to go online and study some of the bags that I get and look at all the features and learn about the features so I can tell the difference between an authentic bag and a fake. It's very difficult to find actual, real, authentic, premium, high-end designer bags in thrift stores. Maybe in areas where people are wealthy and they have kind of high-end thrift stores, you might be able to find things like that more easily. I live in the high desert of California in a small city, and it has a lot of thrift stores, but I have yet to find a true premium designer bag that I've definitely, without a doubt, found to be authentic. So I have some bags that are iffy, but okay, what I do is I like to go to websites to look at details about designer bags, because the devil is in the details, and it's details that can tell the difference between a true bag and a very clever fake bag. So two websites that I like to go to, one of them is called Solutions Spot Fake Bags, and that one has so much information. It talks about the shapes of the letters and the signatures, the type of materials used, the styling, everything you'd want to know about each individual brand. Another place you can go to authenticate bags and just chit chat about bags is the Purse Forum. And if you follow their rules in their authenticity threads, you can upload pictures, and people there who know a lot about bags authenticate them, and they do it as a hobby. It doesn't cost anything, and they'll tell you whether your bag is authentic or fake. So anyway, I'll show you my first find that got me started on really enjoying trying to figure out the mystery of fake and real designer items. This is, and you probably can't see it too well because it's embossed on black leather, but this is a Gucci wallet. And I found this in a bin at the American Way thrift store. It cost $1.99, and I got it half price because I'm 55 and considered a senior, and I was there on Senior Wednesday. Anyway, I found this. I went home all full of joy. I got a Gucci. I'm so excited. And I decided to go online to check it out and make sure it was a real item. And I discovered it made me very sad to discover that I had a fake. There was a lot of problems with the stitching. I had loose threads. I had crooked stitching. I had overstitching problems. And the real giveaway was when I examined this really closely, I found these little snaps, and on them it read Guangtong. Well, that didn't sound good to me. It sounds Chinese. So I went online and I found that Guangtong is a company that makes replicas. So I learned my lesson that this is a fake. The next one I found that got me going on figuring out fake and authentic when it comes to bags is this bag. I found this in the Salvation Army hanging with their regular bags. It was $5. And I immediately saw this double C logo, and I took the bag and looked at it, and it had the double C's hanging from the zipper pull here. And on the back of this, it's probably hard to see with the camera, but it says Chanel. It's stamped into the metal. And it also had this ball right here. It's also a zipper pull, and it also said Chanel. And I know it's hard to see the details, but if you go to one of the websites, you can look at details that will be a lot easier to see than me showing them to you on camera. But anyway, I saw these things and I thought, I've got a Chanel bag. It's real. Oh my God. So I took it home, looked on the computer, and there were some real problems with this bag. For one thing, I hadn't bothered to check in the store, but I got it home, smelled it, and it's vinyl. Well, right away that tells you it's not a real Chanel. Another thing is that on the inside, in these interesting pockets, there was nothing. There was no serial number. There was no tag that said Chanel. There was no hologram. There was no nothing. There was nothing inside these pockets whatsoever. So I knew that this bag was a fake, and I was very disappointed, but it basically got me very interested in this subject. So I continued to buy bags. I'll show you another one I got, and I'm going to use this one just as an example to show you some general rules about real bags. This is a Gucci bag. It's called a Suki bag, and they do sell this identical model online at the Gucci.com site. So I have not had this absolutely indefinitely authenticated, and there was one or two red flags that kind of got to me. But if this is a replica, it's a very good one. So anyway, I'm going to show you some general rules about identifying real bags. For one thing, the bag should be very well constructed. It should be substantial. If it's leather, the leather should be real. It should be good quality leather. It should have beautiful stitching that's completely even, and there should be, like I said, no loose threads, no places where it's coming apart, and no overstitching, things like that. Also, the hardware should be substantial. It shouldn't be like lightweight metal that's been painted with gold or silver. It should have a quality interior. It shouldn't be stiff, cheap material or felt or something like that. And what kind of interior is used depends on the type of bag that it is. But anyway, designers sign their bags everywhere. This one has logo on the outside here. It has an identifying tag right here, which is also present on a real bag that I saw online. It's signed here on this metal. It's signed on the snaps. Let's see right here. And on the front of this snap. Inside, besides just the logo, there should also be serial numbers and other identifying tags depending on the brand. This is a pretty much correct tag for a Gucci bag. It has the words Gucci, made in Italy on one side, and then a series of numbers, 6 on the top and 6 on the bottom, that are serial numbers that are also quality control numbers. This bag, even though I got it in a thrift store, came with authenticity cards. And a lot of the premium bags will come with cards, like Celine bags, Chanel bags. They'll come with cards. And each brand has different cards that, so if they're the wrong color or something like that, they're not real. This one has these two cards here. This is a Cara product card, and then it also has a Controlato card in here, which basically shows that it's been inspected and its quality. Excuse me. So this bag did not come with a dust bag. A dust bag is a cloth bag that keeps the handbag clean and scuff-free when it's in the closet being stored. Okay, so these are some of the things you're going to look for on a real designer bag. Here's an example of a Phony bag. And this I knew was a Phony when I bought it, but I did come home and study it anyway. It says Chloe right on the front there. And I looked inside, pulled out the lining. No serial numbers. Nothing. A lot of times the serial numbers will be hidden in the inner pocket. In the inner pocket, nothing. It should be signed inside. All it had was this material samples tag on it. There was no signatures on the hardware anywhere. So this tells you right away that this bag is fake. There's no doubt about it. Another really big giveaway on this bag was this little tag that says Made in China. Most premium designers do not have Made in China tags like this sticking out of the interior of their bags. There are companies that job out to other countries. Chloe does not. So this is not a real bag. Also, some bags have holograms in them too. I know Fendi bags do, and here I'll show you a sample of a hologram. If you find something like this in a Fendi or a Chanel, this is a Dolce & Gabbana vest, by the way, and I found this hologram tag, but here's an example. It's a little colored tag, and it has the name of the company and some serial numbers. So this is a good sign if you find one of these. So anyway, that's some facts about telling the difference between real and designer bags. And I want to do some other videos too that show some of my real bags, my Hall of Shame fake bags. I have scarves I'd like to show you, and shoes, because those are my favorite things to collect. And I also have some fashion items. So I'm going to make some other videos, and I hope you'll join me then. And I want to thank you for watching my video. Bye-bye.